The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville basketball game night starts now.
Welcome to Championship Saturday at the girls' Sweet 16. Taylor County and Assumption in the first of two semifinals, and welcome to Rupp Arena at Central Bank Center. I'm Chris LeBar. Mark Evans will join us momentarily. So it's Taylor County and Assumption. Their paths have converged. The winner advances to tonight's 7:30 championship game opposite the Game 2 semifinal between George Rogers Clark and Simon Kenton. So Rocket Nation, you got by yesterday with a narrow win over a gallant Frederick Douglass team as the Rockets defeated the Broncos 32-30. That was the lowest scoring game in girls' Sweet 16 history. Douglass with a chance to win that game, and Assumption sturdy defense on the out-of-bounds underneath. Assumption finding a way to win, and Coach Kovach illustrated that in her post-game comments. Felt like maybe her team got away with one. Well, it's still a win. It's in the checkbox column to the left, and the Rockets, for the first time in school history, they are in the Sweet 16 semifinal. Today's foe is Taylor County, and this is their first ever trip to the semifinal round. The Cardinals 29-6. So many storylines with this team. This is a very, very young team. Only one senior on the Taylor County roster. This is a young lady well down the bench. So they are laden with freshmen, with sophomores, and they've got a dynamite ninth grader, Kennedy Diener. 23 points per game. She's an exemplary shooter, fills all the stat sheets for this Taylor County team, and they defeated Notre Dame yesterday 44-36. Like Assumption, Taylor County trailed the game entering the fourth quarter, and they outscored their foe yesterday by 14 points to earn a berth in today's semifinal round. Should be a lot of fun. It's Taylor County and Assumption. We're just getting started on our pregame report. Up next, you'll hear from head coach Donnie Sweeney, his first season at the helm of Taylor County High School, and you'll meet him next. Live from Glycon, this is the girls' Sweet 16.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit polorealestategroup.com.
The Taylor County Lady Cardinals, head coach Donnie Sweeney, comment.
Wow.
I told them at the beginning of the postseason, it was 9 games to win the whole thing. And we've kind of been looking at it as a staircase. 9 steps. Today was number 7. And Assumption is our next opponent. And that's who we're focused on now. We're going to celebrate this one a little bit. And but these girls, I'm telling you, they don't quit. That word is not even in their vocabulary. We wanted to put some pressure on them defensively and run them off the 3-point line. I mean, that doesn't take a great coach to figure out they hit 17 the other day. We probably don't want to do that again. No, it doesn't take middle heavyweight to figure that one out. And we wanted to make them put it on the floor. And we wanted to create some turnovers, and we forced them into 17. And that's what we wanted to do. That was our focus yesterday in practice, and making them do what they don't want to do. And it doesn't matter if we're playing, or it doesn't matter who we're playing. This team is focused, and they'll take whatever scouting report we have and whatever adjustments we're making to whatever defense we're playing at the time, and they just do it. I am so proud to be their coach right now. They've made me enjoy this year.
Donnie, at Etown, defense was a hallmark of your teams.
Say again.
Defense was a hallmark of your teams at Etown. Today, your girls executed the game plan almost to perfection. Talk about what that means to get that defense to shut them down like it did with 17 threes in their first round win, and how they played defensively tonight.
I mean, if you look at the scoring by periods, we won 2, they won 2. But that fourth quarter defense, they turn it up a notch. And I mean, we held that team to 4 points in that fourth quarter in crunch time when we had to. And they weren't going to let us lose this game. We've talked about all postseason not being good defensively, not even being great defensively. We want to be elite defensively. And that fourth quarter, I thought that was some pretty elite defense right there.
Diener's 2 threes, they're obviously huge. When a tie game turns into a 6-point game, which felt like 20 points in this game. Is that just her MO throughout the years? Is that what she's been doing?
That's great players make great plays at big times. And out of the timeout, even the first half, we ran that horn set a couple times, and she got to the rim. May not have made both layups or whatever, but she felt confident with that. So we kind of went back to it out of that timeout, and she pulled off that one and then buried the next one too. I mean, that's what great players do.
I wanted to ask you, Donnie, about Avery out of the jump. She kind of kept you guys in it early, and she, someone said it was pretty close to her season high.
She's been our warrior all year long. You look at her body frame, she doesn't look that tough, but I want her in my foxhole. She's going to go to war. And just not just her, but the rest of the girls will too. But I mean, she's been the one that's kind of been in some tussles on the floors after loose balls. And she's the hustler of the group that will get on the floor and mix it up with people. That's a sign of her heart. And she wants nothing but to win. And she wants nothing but the best for this team that she's a part of. And she helped get us to Saturday in Final Four of the Kentucky State tournament.
Coach, we'll end it on that note. Congratulations. We'll see you in the semis.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy Smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy Smokes! Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Welcome back to Lexington semifinal number 1 on Glycod. Tip in about 20 minutes. This Taylor County team 29-6, and you heard Coach Sweeney talk. He wants to be elite defensively, and that was their plan yesterday. And as Mark Evans will chat with me here in a few moments, what is their defensive plan today to negate this speed, this athleticism that the Assumption Wings will provide? They must, and I do mean must, keep Assumption out of the lane. That could be the challenge of the game for Taylor County, but it's been a fantastic ride thus far, and they are led by the Gatorade Kentucky Player of the Year, freshman Kennedy Diener, 23 points per game, and she shoots them plus 50% from the floor as well, so a tremendously efficient player for this Taylor County team. They also have Greta Bradstreet, a sophomore guard, at 11 points per game. She's made over 73-point shots. And then Kaylee Benningfield, a utility knife player. She's a wing, 9 points, 4 rebounds. A Taylor County offense averaging 63 points per game, almost to the level of what Assumption averages on offense. That's going to be one of the keys to this game. Can Taylor County D up for the balance of 32 minutes against the incredibly gifted Assumption players? And for the Rockets, you know, Saray Palmer single-handedly bailed them out yesterday with those 2 big threes, and you'll hear Coach Kovach talk about that here in just a couple of moments. But yesterday was Saray Palmer coming through in the clutch. They need a more consistent effort, I think, from Ashlyn James today. She did not shoot the ball very well yesterday, and they need something perhaps from Powell and Allen as well in the front court. The length of Assumption could be the difference maker today, but a lot of basketball left to decide. It should be a fantastic matchup between Taylor County and Assumption. The winner will play for their first ever state championship tonight at 7:30. Coach Kovach, her comments coming up. You're listening to the Sweet 16 live from Lexington on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protinick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Experience the True Blood advantage.
Mark Evans here with Glycod. I have the pleasure once again for making this a quality habit to hang out with Coach C a little bit before this big game today in the semifinals. I guess first of all, Coach, yesterday, I thought the matchup when they were clearing out for their guard against Palmer was gonna haunt them, and I think it did haunt them. So talk a little bit about that defense in the end, and then the way Palmer stepped up and knocked down those 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, Cereza, just an all-around amazing athlete, and her game just keeps getting better every day. I'm so proud of her. She only took 3 shots in the game, and the 2 that we needed, she hit, nailed them. The girl's just incredible. She got into foul trouble early, though, and I think that caused a little bit of hesitation on playing 11 pretty close. So first half, our defense was still there. We held them to 30 points the whole game. I'm proud of our defense. But I think it caused some hesitation in other areas of the game. But we turned it around when we needed to.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a game that you could feel it.
Yeah.
And you knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. And especially when you started releasing a player to double team and trap.
Yes.
We used to do that quite a bit. It goes miles, especially when you're that long, that quick, and every kid likes to read the passing lanes. As far as this Taylor County team, I know they're young. I know they're led by a star that scores real well. What's your thoughts about them, and what are you going to have to do today to come out ahead and for us to be watching you tonight?
Yeah, well, we've been talking about defense and rebounds this whole time. we have to defend from the go, and they're a great shooting team, so we have to defend the 3-point line for sure. Got to win the rebounds, and then they're also a really good transitions team. I haven't watched them much in the season, but just watching them a few times here, they push the ball really well. I'm hoping it's a fast-paced, up-tempo transition game. We love that type of game. So, but we've got to defend.
Wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to the game and maybe tonight.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the KHSAA is prohibited. Time now for this morning's Inside Look, presented by Blinds Direct. They proudly serve Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com or call 502-266-0079 for the best in home decor. Let's take an inside look, Mark, at Taylor County.
Taylor County, I think today in order to stay with the Rockets, they're going to have to handle the Rockets' pressure defense up and down the court. I think that's going to be a great key. The other thing that Taylor County needs to do is make sure they get back on defense. Transition defense is a must against this Rocket team. As far as Assumption goes, yesterday they had a real hard time scoring off the turnovers, points off turnovers. They just seem to miss a lot of easy shots. Today, points off turnovers are going to be very important, and finishing at the rim is going to be very important for this Rocket team.
It was Layla Powell with that big defensive play yesterday that blocked Tamia Wade's potential game-winning three-point shot, and you heard Coach C just talk about the enormity of that play, and then Saray Palmer's 2 big threes as well.
Well, without a doubt, I thought Coach Moberly ran a great play. It's always second guard through. She set up on the block, came through the second off of the screen, got to look like a good open wing look when she knocks those down normally, and we're talking about Wade. Then the big block. The three goes down, then we have a different outcome. We're watching a different team today, and it didn't happen. As far as Palmer goes, as I spoke, and Coach kind of clued me in that it's more about foul trouble, while Palmer wasn't so aggressive throughout the game. But, boy, when it was all on the line, you and I talked quite a bit about it. That's just a dangerous recipe, trying to clear out and go one-on-one against her, because she's so low to the ground, so quick with her hands. And she usually tips it away from me and turns it into a layup. She didn't make the layup. She just hit 2 threes, and that's what ended the game for him.
The speed at which she plays is so impressive.
Oh, very much so. Uncharacteristically, I think the speed of Frederick Douglass yesterday was a little bit that the Rockets hadn't seen a whole lot of, because they were reaching, they were fouling, which is not like them normally. And it did put them in a little bit of jeopardy early. But when it came down to the end, they stepped up with their defense.
Taylor County seems like they're going to be perhaps athletically challenged. How do they overcome some of that speed Assumption's going to bring to the table?
Well, I think they have to attack. I think you have to attack that speed. As far as on the offensive end, you have to attack. You have to be able to beat that first player, and you have to be able to kick because they shoot a lot of threes and they shoot them well. As far as defensively, yesterday Frederick Douglass showed something. They showed a 2-3 zone, and they made it a tight zone. And really, for Assumption, that's not their strength, the outside shot. James can knock them down. Palmer can knock them down. They have a couple others that can knock them down if you leave them open. But you pick your poison. So it wouldn't surprise me to see a little zone today, maybe a little 1-3-1, maybe a little bit of 2-3 by this Taylor County team. And Donnie's teams used to play a lot of 1-3-1. He came from E-Town and worked with Tim Mudd and then became the head coach. They liked the zone way back in the day.
At Taylor County out of the 5th region, again, their first ever semifinal appearance. And you heard Mark talk about Donnie Sweeney, his first year at Taylor County, preceding 7 at E-Town. He's won 78% of his games. He knows what he's doing on the sideline.
Yeah, he worked under one of the best coaches this state's ever seen in Tim Mudd. Donnie himself was a good coach. Everything kind of ran its course at E-Town. He needed a break. He took a break, and then this opportunity to coach this really young, talented Taylor County came up, and he took it. And he's done a great job this year, marked by where they are right now.
And the pipeline, which this Taylor County community has, so many young players on the roster, just looks like a great things on the horizon for this rural county.
A lot of resources in Taylor County. I mean, they have a beautiful building that they play in. It's basketball is the name of the game down there for both the boys and the girls. They seem to have a lot of their athletes go to basketball first and not another sport, which helps them.
And Assumption Taylor County, the winner of this game, will take on the winner of Game 2 between Simon Kenton and George Rogers Clark. The championship game tonight, 7:30 Eastern, as Assumption and Taylor County trying to win their first ever state championship. Stay close. More coverage coming up. Tip-off after this.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilley. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
With Mark Evans, I'm Chris LeBar. Welcome back to Rupp Arena at Central Bank Center. Just moments ahead of semifinal number 1 of the girls' Sweet 16, Taylor County and Assumption. This morning's starting lineups presented by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. Kennedy Diener, Kentucky's Gatorade Girls Player of the Year, highlights the quintet. 23 points per ball game, including 51% shooting from the floor. Then you've got Greta Bradstreet, a sophomore, at 11. Kaylee Benningfield, the wing, averages 9 points and 4 rebounds. Up front, Avery Rakes and Callie Vaughn, a pair of juniors, nearly identical numbers at 8 points and 6 rebounds. Taylor County coached by former E-Town head coach Donnie Sweeney. and Coach Sweeney in his first year, as we mentioned, for Taylor County. The starters for Assumption, same as yesterday: James, Palmer, Moore, Layla Powell, and Jada Allen. Ashland leading the Rockets in scoring at 15 tonight. Then you've got Palmer at 13, Ava Moore at 10, and Layla Powell 9 points and a team-leading 7 rebounds. And her role, Mark, really important for this team.
Yeah, absolutely. She cleans up the glass for them. She blocks shots. She does all the little things inside. She's tough to deal with because she's long and she's quick and she jumps well. And so she's a rim protector, basically.
Assumption is coached by third-year head coach and a Syracuse alum, Kieran Kovach, also known as Coach C. 72-21 at the helm for Assumption. We thank you so much for joining us this morning for Assumption and Taylor County. And a little early here, but not nearly the crowd we expected to see. Yesterday, quarterfinal action between Assumption and Frederick Douglass. A great crowd. This one a little dormant, just at 10:58 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I think the difference between a Friday and a Saturday is Friday they have school and Saturday they don't. And a lot of these schools let their kids out and they provide the buses and the transportation. So they get here because it's a free day out of school. Today, not so much, doesn't seem to be, but I'm sure the finals tonight will pick it up, and I'm sure through this game it will pick up too with the next game coming up.
Well, you've got the factor of the Lexington nightlife that might be a factor as well for the 11 a.m. start.
You also have the St. Patrick's Day parade that's going on downtown.
You do. A few cones to dodge. Today's officials, Adam Ryder, who made that block charge call, by the way, yesterday late in the game. He'll be joined by David Anderson and Haley Ward. Assumption, home team today. White jerseys with pink numerals and gray trim. And Taylor County, the road team. Road black, white numerals, and just a smidgen of red trim down both pant legs, as both teams seeking a chance to play for their first ever state championship, and for Taylor County, their first ever appearance in a semifinal.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that, Chris, but they're one of the new oncoming teams. If you look throughout the state, last 2 or 3 years, they've had some pretty good records down there, and the competition's gotten greater and greater and greater. So I look for them in the next couple of years with this kind of talent to be back.
Only one prior appearance, 2021, with Assumption winning that game, and they're going to win the toss, and we are underway. So the Rockets left to right, and there's Palmer in the corner. She'll opt for a long three. That's Ashlyn James off the mark, but Saray Palmer sneaks in for the Assumption rebound. And the Rockets drive baseline. Jada Allen up top, Saray Palmer. Palmer with a ball fake. Skip pass, it's Franklin inside the lane and coughed it up and stolen away. In Taylor County with possession, it's Greta Bradstreet. Back to Diener. Their leader is a freshman, and she's in forecourt, shadowed by Ashlyn James.
Yeah, as we suspected, Chris, the Taylor County team opened up in a 2-3 zone, which didn't shock me a whole lot.
Taylor County, Diener weaves in the lane, and the Cardinals the first to score.
Beautiful move. Love the way she went back to that left hand and finished with that left hand, being a right-handed player.
Cardinals with some experience in the Sweet 16. They were here last year. And there's a drained three. Jada Allen, high left, and Assumption has a 3-2 starting lead.
Yeah, just skipped it right over top of that 2-3 zone. That spot's going to be open all day long.
Bradstreet deflected out, and an early turnover as Bradstreet has a deflect off her leg, a reach around by Layla Powell, and Assumption possession 2 rows in front of us. So an early Taylor County miscue, and Assumption into half court and a 3-2 start. Pass at the elbow, Layla Powell. Skip pass, back in the corner. Swirling is Ava Moore, missed that shot and back for the rebound and lost out of bounds. It was Avery Rakes that lost it out of play, and possession, Assumption underneath.
Yeah, I like that action that Assumption used. They used a high-low that time and worked the ball down to the short corner. They didn't settle for the 3.
Ava Moore in the corner. Up top, Saray Palmer. Back Ashlyn James. And James being bothered by Kaylee Benningfield up top, pass in the lane. Palmer. Back out Ava Moore in the corner. She'll be double teamed. There's James, top of the key. Long corner three. 2 for 2 for Jada Allen.
That'll get coaches out of zones fairly quickly, but I think Donnie will be patient.
There's Kennedy Diener being badgered up top by Saray Palmer and Assumption. 2 of their first 3 today from three-point range. Stolen away on the entry. Layla Powell with a steal. Across now Ashlyn James. And James back to the trailer. Stolen. Kaylee Benningfield. And there's Greta Bradstreet soaring to the basket and a foul on a reach-in on Assumption Saray Palmer.
Yeah, Kennedy Diener needs to be real careful with that top matchup on her. She's got to penetrate and attack to draw the defense off of her and make a kick. Can't run an offense from the top.
Kennedy Diener inbounding Kaylee Benningfield, and Benningfield will find Diener up top. Near sideline, it's Avery Rakes, and deflected by Layla Powell, but Taylor County able to hang on to it. Diener on that far hash mark, Sweet 16 logo. Wide open corner three. Callie Vaughn rims it in. Callie Vaughn, her 38th, made 3, and it's a 6-5 Assumption lead. We played about 3 minutes.
They're a great shooting team. 36% from the three-point line was her.
Jada Allen finds Ava Moore from the foul line. It's off to the right, chased down in the corner by Taylor County's Greta Bradstreet. And Kennedy Diener into forecourt, and Palmer pokes it away. And Saray Palmer all the way in for an Assumption layup.
That's the Palmer we know, Chris. That's the Palmer we'll watch through the regions and through the state so far, making the big play.
And Powell very bothersome in backcourt on that press as Greta Bradstreet will stave her off and bring it into front court. And we got a foul, a moving screen on Taylor County. It's going to be whistled on Kennedy Diener.
This Assumption Rocket overplay defense, overplay man-to-man is really giving the Taylor County kids fits right now. Pushing their offense way out, not really getting any penetration whatsoever.
Ashlyn James pacing into forecourt. Assumption leads 8-5. Just over 4 minutes in the opening quarter. And James pass for the wing, stolen away. Kaylee Benningfield with her second steal. Kennedy Diener drives and plows her way to the basket. It's out off of Assumption. Coach Sweeney to our right, hands extended, wanting a foul, none called. Is Ashlyn James. A sloppy start for her. She'll be checked out of the game. And in her stead is sophomore Kylie Moore. And we've got, I believe, a dead ball underneath the basket. And both teams going to use this as a de facto timeout. You've got a Taylor County player injured underneath. That was, I believe, is that the young lady driving to the basket? Was that Diener?
I believe there's some blood. I think it got her nose.
So a timeout, an official's timeout. We'll step aside. Back in 30 seconds from the girls' Sweet 16 on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
And Kennedy Diener with a bloody nose, and she's going to be traipsed back to the far end of the Taylor County bench as one of the training members will take a look at her. So will be Taylor County possession underneath. No foul called, and the Cardinals now without their top player momentarily.
Yeah, that's a big loss if she's out for very long, Chris. They need her 22 points a game and 38% from the three-point line's missing a lot that they can't afford to lose. So hopefully she's back in.
Fellow freshman Jaylee Vernon is going to check in for her, 5'9" freshman. And possession will be Taylor County basketball underneath momentarily, as again, no timeout was called, but both teams, as we've had an extended break, both teams using this as, in essence, a de facto timeout. And Diener's going to walk back underneath, under her own power, of course, but back into the locker room as she's trying to get that bloody nose under control.
Yeah, hopefully she's back soon. Yeah, they're break for cleaning blood, Chris, is what they're doing.
Yeah, underneath the basket, we've had a couple of Swiffers out there trying to get everything under control. Swiffer works well on hardwood flooring.
Yes, it does.
We need to get them as a sponsor for that plug. So what's the adjustment here Taylor County makes without their top scorer?
It's a tough call. I mean, they're a very balanced team overall, but they drop down as far as they have a couple young kids that could come in, a couple freshmen and sophomore. But bottom line is you can't lose your star in this time. So hopefully she's back soon. They have to continue to attack, and they have to play that 2-3 zone really well, give up one shot only, because their defense has to hold them off so they can get their offense back.
And for Assumption, Jada Allen has made both of those threes. She's only a 27% three-point shooter. I think Taylor County would like those odds.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just skipping it right across. They're in 2-3 zone. Everybody's overloaded to one side. They're skipping it to the weak side, and she's wide open, knocking them down. Good rhythm on those.
We've got a trash can out there. We're blocked by the Assumption bench. There must be a large amount of blood under that baseline.
I think based on the little video we saw, she pretty much face planted on that. So I think quite a bit of blood.
Possession will be Taylor County, and again, no foul was called on that exchange. It will be Cardinals basketball's Kennedy Diener again out with a bloody nose. 23-point-per-game score for Taylor County, and she was hastily taken back to the far right locker room. And we certainly hope to see her back here momentarily, and Taylor County needs her.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So Assumption off to a good start, and they finished yesterday's game very strongly. 8 unanswered in the last 4 minutes to defeat Frederick Douglass. And a good start for them offensively today.
Yeah, a little different Assumption team this morning. They're back to their energetic defense, basically. I thought yesterday they were a little on their heels to start off with. They got a little bit of foul trouble, and they got a little passive. And and once again, you got to give Frederick Douglass a lot of credit. They continued to attack them, and they beat Assumption pretty bad on the board. So
you've got a crew of about 4 or 5 staff members out there underneath the basket trying to get everything cleaned up. And again, we've had dormancy of play for about 4 or 5 minutes. And for the players, it might take a little bit to get back in the flow since we just started.
Absolutely. If we wait much longer, we'll have to warm up again.
And what is the ruling on that?
It's just basically, if it's a long layoff, they'll let them get out and get up and down just a little bit. But not for 4 or 5 minutes. They should be finished up here in just a second. They'll be back on the court.
And we're due for immediate timeout at the under 3 minutes. So you're looking at an elongated start to this game. Assumption does have an 8-5 lead. And Taylor County, again, we still do not see Diener as she has been taken back to the locker room for Taylor County. While we have a moment, let's take another quick timeout. You're listening to the Girls Sweet 16 on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back to live action momentarily as Taylor County will inbound underneath their own basket. An 8-5 Assumption start. And the Cardinals inbound. It's deflected right back out of bounds off of Layla Powell. So Taylor County will try one more time.
Yeah, using these inbounds plays, it's usually worth about 8 points if you run a good set throughout a ball game.
Pass near half-court, chase down over there by Callie Vaughn, and Vaughn being bothered by Powell. Pass on the near sideline is loose, and there's Saray Palmer, her second Assumption steal, and Palmer another layup. Saray Palmer, 2 turnovers, 4 points, and another turnover off the press. Here's Ava Moore. Palmer a corner 3. That one short. Rebound underneath with both teams involved, and a held ball, the arrow to Taylor County, and they cannot get Kennedy Diener back soon enough.
No, they cannot. They have to have her as a ball handler. Right now they're basically going east and west and not north and south, and it's killing them. Just leads to turnover after turnover.
Callie Vaughn across the timeline. Avery rakes. He had the forward bringing it across. In the corner, that's Jaylee Vernon, the freshman, as Vernon moves baseline. And Vernon double teamed in the corner. Bradstreet right in front of the Assumption bench.
Chris, I doubt that Taylor County has seen this kind of pressure pretty much any time this year. And they're really going to have to start trying to attack it.
Bradstreet, there's the entry to Callie Vaughn, and an Assumption foul as that ball pinballed around for a moment. And it will be against Assumption's Kylie Moore.
Nice little pass and cut. Nice lob pass.
And the ovation from the Taylor County faithful as Kennedy Diener checking back in the game. And she's got that nose stitched up. You can see it from here, 3 rows back. And the free throw swishes in for the Cardinals as Diener back in. And Jaylee Vernon checks out as Diener giving some of her teammates high five. And another free throw is in. It's chilly in here this morning in Rupp. And Assumption leading 10-7. With 3 minutes in the quarter, and Diener just like that getting a hand on a pass, and another held ball. The arrow will stay with Assumption, and that's going to take us to immediate timeout. 2:57 in the opening quarter. Assumption, they lead 10-7, and we're back in just a moment on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
It will be Assumption ball on the exchange of arrow and a 10-7 start. And already, since Diener's been in the game, we've seen her get a deflection.
They got a deflection, got a turnover on the jump ball. She's not afraid to get her face back in there and get active again. But they're going to need her. Right now, they're just having, Taylor County's just having an awful time trying to attack this defense of Assumption.
How do they adjust to have better success?
Well, I think they need to set a high screen right off the bat. They need to put somebody up there where they can play off that screen. They don't have to use it, but they need to have it. And that might open up the court for them just a little bit. Right now, one-on-one passing from the top is not the answer because the Rockets play the lanes too well. They'll just steal those passes and passing lanes all day long.
For Assumption, Jada Allen with 6 points on 2 3-pointers, and Saray Palmer has 4 points on 2 Taylor County turnovers. And for the Cardinals, Callie Vaughn has 5 points and Kennedy Diener 2. So Rocket possession out of the media timeout. 2:57 in this opening quarter. The winner will take on the winner of the second semifinal between George Rogers Clark and Simon Kenton. The Cardinals, a bridesmaid the last couple of years, trying to finally break through for head coach Robbie Graham.
There's no giving against the Simon Kenton team. They have a very good ball team and very well coached also.
Assumption ball left to right into forecourt. And a deflection out of bounds as one of the Rockets, Palmer, was trapped in the corner, and it's deflected off of a Taylor County Cardinal. And Donnie Sweeney pacing, imploring the official for an overrule. Assumption balls will rifle it in backcourt to Ashlyn James. And James skip pass, Saray Palmer. Palmer inside the line. Great pass underneath, and the shot rims in for Kylie Moore.
Well, that's what you need. You need Palmer. You need that penetration into that zone and then making those kicks to the lane, either to the lane or to the short corner.
And another Taylor County turnover, this time in full court, as Kaylee Benningfield threw it past Kennedy Diener in the Assumption corner. And the Rockets up the mountaintop with it, protecting a 5-point lead. There's Jada Allen in the corner underneath Layla Powell. She'll chisel to the basket, and a Taylor County foul.
Yeah, they're attacking that zone by just that little flash to the middle, and get ball in the middle, they're hard to deal with, and that's the Rockets.
Did they do that at all yesterday?
You're talking about
Assumption against the Douglas zone. Did they try that yesterday?
Very little of it. I kept thinking they would take James and move her up and flash her to the middle, but they never did.
Layla Powell connecting on the first of two, 62% free throw shooter, and the second one short. Rebound underneath. Kylie Moore of the Rockets, and they'll reload it.
Can't afford to give those up.
Back to Saray Palmer. His Assumption, a game-high 6-point lead. Here comes Jada Allen. Nice reversal. There's Ashlyn James. And the post entry deflected out of bounds off of Taylor County's Avery Rakes on the overplay. It's underneath out of bounds to Assumption.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Chris, that this 2-3 zone does bother the Rockets. It did yesterday, and it also does today. They have a little bit more movement today, though, than they had the other day.
There's Ashlyn James, elbow jumper, perfect! And a 15-7 Assumption lead as James connecting on her first made field goal. In danger zone already for Taylor County, down 8 points. Here comes Greta Bradstreet circling in the corner. Out of bounds off of Ashlyn James, and every pass challenged by this Rocket defense.
Deflections on most every pass and having a hard time penetrating, hard time going north-south by this Taylor County team.
And the Cardinals cannot contain the pass underneath as Kylie Moore will be called for the foul, and it's Taylor County with a couple of free throws. Third team Assumption foul first on Kylie Moore. As Avery Rakes, 63% foul shooter, will steer up two for the Cardinals. The first one is in. Ava Moore back in for Assumption as Moore, the blossoming sophomore, will check out. And here comes 10th grader Veronica Hocker in for Assumption. And Hocker's had some success throughout the course of the season.
Very good shooter, Chris. Very good shooter.
At 20 in January at Mail, which we saw live, and that free throw was off the mark. Long on that one. And the rebound collected by Assumption. They lead 15-8. Palmer weaves her way in the lane. Shot blocked, and out of it comes Assumption. Too much length as Ava Moore brought it down.
Well, they're not doing a great job in that zone to blocking out, and so they're giving up second and third shots on the deep shot.
Ashlyn James well off the mark from three to the right and coming up the floor, and we've got a Rockets foul as Layla Powell just ran right through Kennedy Diener as she was tailgated coming up the floor. Fourth team Assumption foul. As Taylor County, an important stretch here with just over a minute in the quarter. Avery Rakes will inbound. Callie Vaughn at the foul line, and now Vaughn being badgered. She'll find Greta Bradstreet under a minute now in the first quarter. Diener weaving far sideline, and a travel ensues. Travel against Avery Rakes as she succumbed to the ball pressure.
Yeah. Right now that weave's not doing them a lot of good because they're not turning their shoulders and trying to get to the rim. They're just running the weave to run the weave. So it's a recipe that Assumption likes.
Ashlyn James into forecourt as the Rockets have a 15-8 starting lead. James pirouettes in the lane. Far sideline, Saray Palmer. Palmer lofts it back to James in the corner. Skip pass. Hocker hoist a three, and it's well long. And the rebound secured by Callie Vaughn. of Taylor County with 25 seconds now, a little bit less than that in the first quarter. And Taylor County with a basket in transition. That's going to go down for Greta Bradstreet with a little awkward runner. And a steal by the Cardinals. Benningfield feeds Diener. Diener to the basket late in the quarter, comes up empty. And that's going to close the first quarter as James gets it off, but it's blocked. And a 15-10 Assumption lead. The Rockets wanting a foul uncalled as Coach C is out on the floor, and Assumption by 5. Second quarter coming up from Lexington after this on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
$15-10 Assumption as we welcome you back to Rupp Arena at Central Bank Center. Good start today for the Rockets.
Yeah, their defense is leading the team, Chris. It's really giving this Taylor County team fits. They have a hard time penetrating against it. They have run a couple pretty good give and goes. I think they need to continue to try to get some transition offense going for the Cardinals. I think that would help them a little bit to get some easier baskets. Just keep pushing the ball, keep attacking Assumption, and make them play a little bit of a full court defense as opposed to half court.
What do you make of the Rockets' defense against Taylor County star Kennedy Diener?
I think they've done a really nice job. But they can defend across the board. All 5 of their players on the court are long, lanky. They defend well. Palmer's not so long, but she's quick as lightning. And so far, so good as far as the star goes. I think Assumption likes where they are at this point in time. 15-10. I think we're about 2 or 3 turnovers away from Taylor County to turning this game really upside down for Taylor County. So they're going to really have to be careful in the beginning of this quarter.
Kennedy Diener into forecourt again. That's nose visibly stitched as she succumbed to a bloody nose and had to sit out for a couple of minutes in the first quarter. There's the entry. Avery rakes at the elbow. And Palmer nearly had another steal. It's in the corner. Benningfield. Now Diener pausing baseline. Strong drive off the window. Rolled out from Avery Rakes, and Assumption out with a rebound.
Yeah, that's a good take, though. They need to continue to attack.
Avery James, or rather Ashlyn James, being bothered in the corner. Now baseline jumper is off the mark from Layla Powell, and Taylor County out with a rebound as Kennedy Diener inside the lane. Forces that runner that's long, and an Assumption foul in pursuit of the rebound.
Yeah, Diener's looking to try to draw the foul on that. That's pretty much what she's tried. That's kind of what she tried to do when she got her nose pretty much face planted. She was forcing the play, trying to get to the line, and so far these officials aren't making many calls.
First foul this quarter on Assumption, and a 5-second violation against Taylor County.
Substitution for Assumption Rockets, number 20,
And Taylor County with yet another turnover. As Assumption into front court as they're going to check out Layla Powell as the Rockets bring back Ava Moore.
Yeah, they're in a 1-1-3 defense, and it falls into a 2-3.
Kaylee Benningfield at the top of that defense. Saray Palmer, far corner for Assumption. Up top, Ashlyn James. On the floor, it's Jade Allen. Now Palmer in the corner. There's Ava Moore, far baseline, and the outlet to Palmer near half court. She'll skip it a couple of rockets in the corner, and it went right between them and out of bounds to Taylor County.
Yeah, the spacing wasn't real good for Assumption that time, and they relied on just the skips, and they got no penetration or no attack. You need to attack that zone and get to the paint.
Taylor County trailing by 5. Greta Bradstreet into front court, and another near steal by Palmer. There's a wide open 3. Avery rakes, and it banked in for Taylor County.
Well, they can flat shoot it, Chris. We know that, but right now they're not getting a lot of open looks, but they're making the ones they have good.
Nearing the 6-minute mark, and Taylor County within a field goal. Assumption with the ball, wonderful high-low pass. Ava Moore missed from the doorstep, and Taylor County digs at the rebound. It's Avery Rakes. Far corner, Greta Bradstreet. And a turnover is scooped up by guess who? Saray Palmer. Wonderful pass, and the transition layup is in for Jada Allen.
We're not far from a timeout from the Cardinals.
Palmer been in the thick of everything. 17-13 Assumption. There's Kennedy Diener up top as Diener nudges to Greta Bradstreet. That 3 in the right corner bounces out, and Assumption with the rebound, scooped up by Kylie Moore. And Palmer bumped in an Assumption opportunity as we got a foul called on Kennedy Diener just a little bit late in the passing lane. And Taylor County called for the personal. And that's a big one. That's her second foul.
Yes, it is.
With 5:22 remaining, Diener leading scorer statistically for either team at 23 points a night. And for the moment, she's going to stay on the floor, per Coach Donnie Sweeney.
I think you have to trust your stars. I'm not big on 2 and sit out. You can get so far behind, it doesn't make any difference. I'd rather play them.
Up top, this is Jada Allen. Now James rifles it. Palmer flings a 3 from the wing off the mark. Taylor County rebound. Nice position by Callie Vaughn. Under 5 minutes and a half.
Did a nice job of covering both blocks on that shot. Just remember, these deep shots lead to deep ball rebounds, and a lot of times they run fast breaks out of them, like you see right now.
Long corner 3 off the mark from Vaughn. Assumption with a rebound as 2 players got tangled up underneath. There's a corner 3. That's off from Jada Allen. And chased down and tracked down by Taylor County. Is the pace really starting to pick up? And Diener fumbled it out of bounds, and Palmer causing the havoc, and she caught Diener in between strides for a turnover.
Sure did.
And an Assumption timeout is Coach C trying to turn up the intensity. 4:25 remaining. First half Assumption leads 17-13 on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Assumption by 4:30 in the first half. We'd like to welcome you back to Girls Sweet 16 on Glycod. And Mark, this Taylor County team, they're hanging in, but they need to find a way to solve this pressure.
Yeah, they have to attack the pressure. That's the only way you're going to beat this. You're not going to beat it going east to west. And my bet is Coach Kovac talked to her team, the Rockets, a little bit about settling for quick outside shots. You know, they're taking a lot of quick threes. That is not their strength. You know, they're a little bit under a 37% free throw or 3-point shooting team. I think they're going to look to do a little bit more attacking, put a little bit more pressure on this team.
As Jada Allen paces into forecourt, far sideline, it's Ava Moore. Great pass underneath, kissed in by Kylie Moore.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They're spreading this defense out, Chris, but they're helping Taylor County by shooting jump shots until then.
Kennedy Diener lofts it far sideline into front court. Greta Bradstreet, pass underneath. Callie Vaughn cuts, and it's out of bounds off of Assumption. You can always tell when a team scores, you know this, Coach, immediately out of a timeout. The well-coaching nature, and Assumption drew it up perfectly.
Absolutely. They knew that weak side block was open with a seal, with a good ball reversal. That's exactly what they went after.
Deflected again off Ashlyn James as Assumption accumulating the deflections in this first half. And floated it in and play again by Avery Rakes. Now Vaughn finds Greta Bradstreet, elbow Diener, left wing, Kaylee Benningfield. She'll swirl it in the lane to Vaughn and deflected out of bounds on the overplay. It's going to stay Taylor County as Kylie Moore, all that length, stepped in to knock it out of play.
Yeah, dangerous pass. You can't float any passes around this Rocket team.
Kennedy Diener in backcourt. Finds Avery Rakes. Now Greta Bradstreet. Pass at the foul line, and an and one opportunity is an Assumption foul as the basket goes in. Avery Rakes clobbered on the noggin, but rattled the shot in anyway.
Well, this Taylor County team took great advantage of basically the Assumption kids are doubling and doing whatever they can, trying to create turnovers, and left that middle wide open, and they found her for a little short shot and a foul.
Assumption will bring on Kyla Kovach, 5'11 junior, as Kylie Moore checks out. And a chance for an and one for the Cardinals. And that free throw swirls out. Assumption's Ashlyn James collects the rebound. And an uncharacteristic pass just over Palmer, out of bounds.
Yeah, just careless.
This has not been James' best performance last couple of games, to be quite honest with you, with 3:28 left.
No, but we both know that when she's ready, she can turn on. But you'd like to see her turn on from the start for the Rockets.
Well, there you go. How about that, Ashlyn? Steps in the passing lane with a steal in transition. Well done, young lady. And James, a layup off a turnover.
Just a matter of time.
21-15. Benningfield far corner and an Assumption foul. Kovach in the vicinity, and they will call it on Kyla. Assumption with their third foul of this quarter. Possession underneath for Taylor County. Inbound in the corner. That's a shooter Rakes, and they'll quickly close out on her. Right wing three. Benningfield off the mark. And tracked down. Ava Moore has it for Assumption. Here comes Saray Palmer accelerating into forecourt. And stolen as Diener got a hand on that pass, but it's going to deflect out. It's going to stay Assumption when you come back. 2:44, second quarter. Assumption leading Taylor County 21-15. And we're back to Lexington in just a moment. On
buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
We'll have more coverage from Lexington in just a moment. Assumption by 6 on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Assumption seeking their 4th ever appearance in a state championship game. They lead Taylor County by a score of 21-15, 2:44 in the first half. Taylor County, despite the turnovers, hanging in this game.
Battling and making some big shots. And Assumption's working their tails off, but so far the Taylor County team is hanging in there and trying to prevent turnovers is what they're trying to do, and that's going to be a key as we go farther.
So the Rockets, their fourth appearance in a state semifinal. They've never played for a state title game, hoping to do that at 7:30 Eastern against the winner of either George, Rogers, Clark, Simon, Kent. That will follow this one as Assumption in the half court. It's Ava Moore, and she'll find her companion Jada Allen up top. There's Palmer. Skip pass, far sideline. Now it's back up top, Jada Allen. And Allen feeds Palmer. Nice ball movement for the Rockets. Palmer inside the line, comes to a jump stop. A long three. James is off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Taylor County's Jaylee Vernon.
We'll give Coach Sweeney some credit. He switched to a 1-2-2 that time. They were solving that 1-1-3, so he switched zones and got a miss out of it.
Greta Bradstreet in the corner. That's Kennedy Diener. Diener got to find a way to get her going for the Cardinals. Only 4 points, averages 23. Now Diener in the lane on cue as she'll roll it in.
Excellent job of a flash middle. Good call, Chris. And she used her left hand to get to the left side and then back to her right hand to score it.
Diener half dozen in what is a 4-point Assumption lead. Latter stages first half. As Jada Allen will funnel it back to Palmer. Palmer back to the reversal. Foul line jumper bounces in for Ashlyn James.
Found the gap in the zone. Almost looked like they were playing a little bit of a flat 1-3-1 that time.
And Palmer again with the deflection out of bounds. It's going to stay Taylor County ball. Just no way for Taylor County to emulate the length and the amount of pressure that they faced in this first half.
No, but they hung in there, like you said, Chris. They're playing tough. They're trying to move the ball, but I've been real impressed with Taylor County, especially with their youth against this veteran Assumption team.
Up top, it's Benningfield hoisting a three well off to the right, and the long rebound deflects off the baseline. It will be Assumption ball. And Taylor County brings back Avery Rakes as starter. As Jaylee Vernon checks out, a Taylor County team. They've only played 6 thus far. Kyla Kovac will inbound for Assumption. Under a minute in this first half. Rockets have led throughout. They now lead by 6.
They're definitely in the 1-3-1.
Jada Allen, she'll funnel it over to Palmer. Skip pass, Ava Moore. Far sideline back to Palmer. Wonderful pass off the window. James missed that one. And the long rebound deflects out to Kennedy Diener of Taylor County. As the Cardinals have it.
It's got Assumption standing around a little bit against this zone. That time they're not really hitting the boards like they typically do with their guards. So, if they could keep it one shot only.
Greta Bradstreet has that three bounce out. And here comes Assumption at 5 seconds. Palmer underneath. Kovac catches. And a foul called with .7. And Kyla Kovac a chance to head to the free throw line after a Greta Bradstreet Taylor County foul.
Just an excellent job of attacking with few seconds on the clock and making the perfect diagonal pass for the foul.
And Kyla's free throw is short. She's a 50% free throw shooter. She'll get a chance for one more. It's a big point here looming with .7 left in the half. Assumption trying to increase the margin to 7. And Kyla Kovac, her second free throw off to the left. And Taylor County rebound, and that's going to take us to half. Assumption leading Taylor County 23-17, and Saray Palmer, her imprint is all over this game.
Yeah, as was yesterday, but already she's really given any guard that she's guarding fits, making it hard for them to get in their offense. One thing about it, though, this Taylor County team is holding the pace. They're very, very patient with the ball if they're not turning it over, and it's really slowed Assumption down. They're getting very few fast break points. They're really not getting out and into transition very often. They have a couple of times some pretty passes, but not their normal way.
6-point lead at the break. Assumption leading Taylor County. More coverage from Lexington coming up after this pause from Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Welcome back to Lexington. Assumption leads Taylor County 23-17 at the break. Chris Labar alongside former Mercy head coach and KHSAA Hall of Famer Mark Evans. And Mark, despite some of the miscues, Taylor County in this game only trailing by 2 possessions.
Yeah, they've hit some big shots, Chris, and they continue. They're doing some give and goes, and they're attacking the basket, and they're putting a little bit of pressure on Assumption. You know, as long as they can continue to attack and keep Assumption on their heels, they got a shot. You know, when they get in trouble is when they start trying to go east to west to reverse the ball back and forth without trying to attack. That gets them in trouble. That gets turnovers, and that usually gets layups for Assumption. But on the other side of it is Assumption's really not had a lot of fast break points. And that's usually what they hang their hat on. Give credit to this Taylor County Cardinal team.
First half numbers from German American Bank. They've served communities since 1910. Both teams pretty even Steven from the floor shooting. They both made 2 3-point field goals. And Taylor County, they're hanging in on the backboard, but they must reduce turnovers.
Yeah, that was from the beginning of the game. That was one of my inside looks when I watched them play. I really like the way they play. I like their speed, but they're young. and they're not quite as strong as this Assumption team is. So the physicality of it is got them turned over a couple different times, and they're going to really have to tighten that up the second half.
Assumption was befuddled by Douglas's zone yesterday. They've cleaned some things up overnight. They look much stronger on that side of the floor today.
Well, they're still standing a little bit too much, and they're using probably skips, and they kind of fell in love with the three there for a few minutes till Coach Kovac called a timeout. Now they're starting to look inside. They're flashing middle. They're going high-low. They're sealing on the inside of the zone, and yes, I agree with you. They are doing a lot better today against the zone.
Assumption leads Taylor County 23-17. More coverage coming up live on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Assumption by 6 as we welcome you back to the girls' Sweet 16. The winner will take on the winner of Simon Kenton and George Rogers Clark. That game will follow, and then the championship tonight at 7:30 Eastern. Mark, you've seen both Simon Kenton and George Rogers Clark play at periodic points this season. How do you see that one going down?
I see it as a game of tempo, Chris. I think that's what it's going to be about. That George Rogers Clark, GRC, always just runs, and attacks the basket. Simon Kenton, on the other hand, a little bit more, definitely a little bit more regimented, a little bit more disciplined, but they always play really solid defense. So, I think it could be a great game. I mean, I saw Simon Kenton a couple times last year, only one time this year, but, they can shoot it. And anytime you can shoot the ball, you have a shot. But I think it's a game of tempo. If Simon Kenton can slow it down, I think they have a good shot. If they can, I don't think they have much of a shot.
George Rogers Clark, they've been on the doorstep the last few years, could not get by Sacred Heart. A lot of people feel like they may be the favorite in this championship series.
Well, they definitely have the most experience, and you know, you learn from some tough love and tough experiences sometimes. And last year, they really had the game in hand. It didn't look like Sacred Heart had a chance of coming back, and they really helped Sacred Heart come back. They pretty much had a meltdown, to be quite honest, right at the end of the game. Threw the ball away 2 or 3 times, and Sacred Heart was able to capitalize on that, flip the switch and flip the score, and right in the end, Sacred Heart was able to win a game that really GRC led pretty much the entire game.
So you've got a chance here for Assumption if things go the way many people want them to go. 7th region would have the last 6 state championships.
Well, but we got to get there first. You know, this,
right.
This Taylor County team, you know, I mean, they're holding the pace real well. And as long as they can take care of the ball a little bit more and maybe get Assumption a little bit of foul trouble, they have a shot. I think it's an outside shot. And then, of course, whatever happens tonight will happen tonight. But, yeah, you know, I'm sure the 7th region would like to get back into that state final. I'm sure they feel pretty good about themselves.
Kennedy Diener, 4 points for Taylor County, averages 23. What must the Cardinals do to get her untracked?
Well, I think they're doing what they need to do. I just think the on-ball pressure is making it very difficult for them to make the quality pass. I think that's the difference. It's really not what Diener's not doing. It's really what his teammates are struggling just to be able to move the ball well enough to get her some open looks.
Assumption by 6, the second half from Lexington after this pause on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German-American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German-American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Six-point Assumption lead as we get set for the second half. Rockets 26-5 entering this game. Taylor County Cardinals having a historic season by their standards. They're 29-6. They've won 7 consecutive games. And Assumption, they've run off 15 in a row since the tight loss January 18th versus the Valkyries. And Rockets trying to take care of business in this second half.
Yeah, one thing I noticed too, Chris, is the rebounding is fairly even, and that's going to be real important for Taylor County. I look for the guards of Assumption to try to get to the boards a little bit more. They haven't rebounded the last couple games as well as they have in the past, but I think that's because the zone they're playing against has them spread out and they're not able to get there.
Will be Assumption basketball right to left to start this second half. And Ashlyn James will handle it up top, and we'll see what Taylor County opts to do defensively. There's a pass in the lane, and Diener on the overplay pokes it away. And it's a Cardinal steal. There's Diener trying to set up shop, going around a screen. And Kennedy Diener will pause and hand off to Callie Vaughn. And now far sideline, it's swung to Kaylee Benningfield, deflected out on the entry, and it's going to stay Taylor County basketball.
Yeah, a little backdoor cut that time, but a lot of standing by this Cardinal team to start off this second half.
Avery Rakes will inbound underneath. As Taylor County trailing by 6. Assumption is led throughout. Kennedy Diener up top, and all that length, and Jada Allen's prowess bothersome to Diener, and she'll pass on the near sideline to Benningfield, and another steal stolen out of there by Saray Palmer of Assumption. Palmer accelerating through traffic, lays it in.
Well, the Cardinals can't survive if they continue to take 2 dribbles and pick the ball up. I mean, that's kind of what they're doing now. They're really not attacking. A couple dribbles, pull their dribble, and then it takes away all their options is what I'm trying to say.
Greta Bradstreet hoist to right wing 3. It looked good from the release, but it's long, and the rebound scooped up by Ashlyn James, and Assumption by 8. Underneath, Ava Moore collects off. Got her own rebound, and it's going to deflect out of bounds and going to belong to Taylor County. Karen Kovac, Coach C, definitely felt like that player was hindered, and we're going to have a warning on the Assumption bench. So a warning on Coach C by the far side official.
Well, Chris, you can tell that Assumption didn't like that first half pace. They're picking up full now. They're going to play their way, and they're going to try to really create the turnovers and get some length in this lead that they have.
With 6:34 remaining, third quarter, Assumption by 8. Avery Rakes brings it into front court against heavy pressure. Now passes it at the foul line to Callie Vaughn. And Benningfield swirls top of the key. Greta Bradstreet and Palmer crouching down at a low stance defensively. There's Diener, and another theft and steal by Palmer. She's the difference. Ashlyn James goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, Ava Moore is doing a really, really nice job on Kennedy Diener right now. She kind of fell asleep for a second there, but they definitely are either chasing or a strong shadow to try to take Diener completely out of this game.
Assumption by 10, underneath out of bounds to Taylor County as Palmer got a hand on Diener, and it's Cardinals possession in the corner. Avery Rakes. Greta Bradstreet, high left. Swirls near sideline, Benningfield. Danger zone here for Taylor County. They trailed by 6 at half.
Yeah, they're having a hard time solving this man-to-man defense.
And a foul from behind. Little fender bender there as foul on Layla Powell of Assumption as she bumped the cutter.
Yeah, Layla got caught sleeping just a little bit and tried to trail that cutter and cost her a foul.
Underneath out of bounds, Taylor County. Swung in the far corner, Kaylee Benningfield. Benningfield finds Diener. Diener backpedaling, had a little space there, and now it's deflected back near half court.
Well, Chris, this Taylor County team, they're known for their three-point shooting, but they really can't get an open look. The Assumption team's all over them.
There's a corner opportunity there. Bradstreet at 3. That one's off the mark, and it's all white shirts underneath for the Assumption rebound. Ashlyn James weaving in. Ava Moore for a corner 3. That's off, and back is Taylor County for the rebound, and deflected off of Assumption. Coach Kovac working the near sideline. There's Taylor County. 1-2-2 press, and there is Palmer just salivating, staring at that ball as Diener crosses and brings it across. Now Diener with a stride off the glass and off. And Assumption, another rebound. It's Ashlyn James securing it.
Tough sledding right now for the Cardinals. The defense has really picked up.
So Ray Palmer, skip pass, far corner, Jada Allen. Up top, Ashlyn James. No-look pass caught and completed by Layla Powell. And we're going to have a Taylor County timeout. Wonderful pass, and Assumption leading by a dozen, and we're back in just a moment on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Assumption on a 6-0 start to this second half. Double-digit deficit now for Taylor County.
Energy's there. The Rockets have really picked up the defense and really sped the game up. They didn't like that first half. That first half pace, bottom line. They're not going to let Taylor County just hold the ball and reverse the ball around. They're going to make them play full court, and I think you're going to see a lot of dividends over these next couple minutes.
That was a wonderful no-look pass from Ashlyn James. She got a hug from her head coach after the Taylor County timeout, and things really in dire need here for Taylor County to get more three-point shooting going.
Well, that was a good job by the Rockets of playing that low, short corner where the defense kept working up, and they had no view of that player that was behind them, and it was a perfect pass by James to exploit not so good of defense.
Taylor County Cardinals to our right inside their own huddle, and Donnie Sweeney, the head coach, trying to get some things going offensively for Taylor County. The Cardinals coming into this Sweet 16 were a 2-1 versus the field. Defeated West Jessamine and Notre Dame with a loss to Callaway County, who bowed out to this same Assumption team on Wednesday. Simon Kenton, George Rogers Clark to follow here in Lexington. And should Assumption prevail, Glycod will have tonight's championship game. 7 o'clock airtime for the 7:30 tip-off, but still 12 minutes remaining in this one. Length of the floor possession, Taylor County. And Kennedy Diener against constant ball pressure, weaves into forecourt. Diener has a stride on Palmer, off the mark. Every shot is challenged, and another Rockets rebound.
Bad angles, Chris. She's getting pushed off that block, and she can't get her shoulders turned. So that's why she's missing those quick layups that she's getting.
Ashlyn James will possess near sideline for Assumption. And James weaving around, and a Taylor County foul, reach around on Avery Rakes. First foul of this second half for Taylor County as Assumption's Ashlyn James will inbound 3 rows directly in front of us. As James finds Ava Moore at the elbow, and Moore's pass nearly stolen, but able to be lassoed by Layla Powell. Rockets hang on to it. There's James, far sideline, Palmer, entry. Gathered by Powell, high arcing shot long, but chased down the rebound, and Assumption's Layla Powell. Now she'll throw it away. It's deflected, stolen by Kaylee Benningfield of Taylor County. Now Bradstreet, Diener, an open corner 3, that's even long. And Assumption clears it out. It's Jada Allen. And Allen exhaling as she brings it into front court for the Rockets.
Odd set against the zone. I'm not seeing this too much. It's a box free throw line and above with one corner shooter, which is Palmer, which is a good one.
Taylor County still yet to score in this second half. 5-minute drought to begin. Ava Moore catches, weaves around and did everything but score. Got the rebound and a Taylor County foul called on Callie Vaughn.
Yeah, some good ball movement. It's a good player movement by this Rocket team against the zone. They're really starting to exploit it in the inside.
Media timeout. A big Assumption lead. 29-17, 2:54 first half. More coverage from Lexington right after this pause on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Assumption by 12 as we welcome you back on Glycod to Rupp Arena at Central Bank Center. Rockets have never trailed in this game, and they've outscored Taylor County 6-0 to start the second half.
Yeah, my concern for Taylor County is how are they going to score? Right now, you know, as we talked, they're a very good three-point shooting team, but this Assumption team's just smothering on the arc. They really can't get any looks. The few looks they've had a rush. The last best look they've had was Kennedy Diener in the left baseline corner, but that one didn't go down either. So they're going to have to get really hot, really quick, or they're going to have a tough couple quarters.
Again, Diener averages 23 points on the season, and she has been held to 4 in every shot challenged. And Assumption's defense, as you mentioned, rock solid in this game.
And Coach Kovach is very good with the matchups. They know their scouting reports. They seldom make mistakes. They seldom lose strong shooters, so give the kids credit.
Ava Moore drains the first of 2 Assumption free throws. Moore, top free throw shooter, 88% for the Rockets. Such a valuable piece to this Assumption puzzle.
Especially in championship opportunities.
Both free throws perfectly executed.
Usually comes down to free throws and rebounds and turnovers in the big games.
There's Kennedy Diener swirling in the corner to Greta Bradstreet. Up top, it's Callie Vaughn. Now Vaughn being badgered up top. Avery Rakes, top of the key for Taylor County, yet to score in this second half.
Yeah, they really have no pressure releases whatsoever in this offense he's running.
Benningfield, a 3 on the run from the right is off and a whistle underneath. And a Taylor County foul, and Donnie Sweeney trying to seek understanding from the official David Anderson that just walks away. Taylor County now with 3 fouls in this third quarter.
A little different look here, a little 1-2-2 action. See if they try to trap out of it, but they did not.
Jada Allen for Assumption driving baseline, and it's going to deflect out. It'll stay Rocket ball. Ava Moore at the elbow, now backpedaling and finding Ashlyn James as James surveys her options. Saray Palmer. And James rifles it in the corner. There's an open corner 3. Jada Allen Allen, her third triple of the day.
Worked it well. Through that diagonal, nobody to get out on her.
Assumption on their way is Diener driving, and Diener again off the mark with that awkward angle on the layup.
Yeah,
and Assumption clears the rebound. Palmer, outlet Ava Moore, catches and Moore's off, but a Taylor County foul is Assumption putting it on the Cardinals in this second half.
Yeah, starting to get out and run like they like to run and putting a lot of pressure on the Cardinals.
Jada Allen, 27% three-point shooter. She's made 3 today. And back is Ava Moore from the free throw line for Assumption. She's now 3 of 3 after that make. And Taylor County dormant from the field in this second half, yet to score. And Moore swishes that one in.
Beautiful stroke.
Callie Vaughn kills her dribbling backcourt, and a steal. And this one going Assumption's way. Ashlyn James with the theft. James bulldozes her way to the basket. And a foul on Taylor County.
Yeah, that open court is a killer for the Cardinals.
See a lot of grins in white today as the Assumption Rockets boasting those white jerseys with pink numerals and pink together on the back of those jerseys. And Ashlyn James for 2 more free throws. First one is long.
Looks a little bit more comfortable than they did this time yesterday, Chris.
Yeah, Frederick Douglass taking Assumption to the wire yesterday. It's not been the case today as the Rockets have never trailed, and James missed both free throws. And Taylor County out with it. Here's Kennedy Diener. And Diener trying to blow by Palmer. There's a wing 3 well short, barely glanced off the rim from Benningfield, and it's out to Assumption. And Taylor County has had a wonderful season, but no match thus far for Assumption.
No, not at all. They're having a hard time getting any shot off.
Palmer will nudge it in play, and here comes Ashlyn James.
Just a simple 1-2-2. No trap involved.
Ava Moore spins to her right. Layla Powell with it now. Up top, it's Saray Palmer. Palmer shifty in the lane, lofts it short. Rebound, Assumption. Ava Moore tries. There it goes. Numerous opportunities, and Taylor County still hasn't scored in this third quarter. Under 30 now. We got a discrepancy with our timer and the site timer, but there's about a 7-second block, a 7-second differential. Diener catches. On top, it's Avery Rakes. And deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Assumption ball with 11 seconds left as Taylor County appears going to be shut out in points in this third quarter.
Yeah, the physicality by the Assumption Rockets is very, very, very impressive. I think the youth of the Taylor County group is really starting to show.
There's a 3 that's well long from Jada Allen, and that's going to take us to the fourth. Assumption leading Taylor County. They're 8 minutes away from playing for tonight's state championship. More coverage from Lexington after this pause on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Assumption outscoring Taylor County 15-zip in that third quarter. Now a high watermark lead of 21 points.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I saw a team not score in a quarter. But once again, the offense that Taylor County is trying to run, they're just being pushed so far out on the floor. They're not getting any kind of back cuts. They're really not getting much penetration with the exception of Diener a couple drives. It's just made it really, really difficult. Once again, the credit goes to this Assumption Rocket team with great defense.
And the Rockets 8 minutes away. And let's talk about this. So they'll come back, you think, now at 7:30, and they're going to have a little bit more of a break than either Simon Kenton or George Rogers Clark that plays next. How does that factor in?
It factors in tremendously. As we talked earlier in the broadcast a couple days ago or whenever it was, having that early morning Wednesday draw is the only draw you want when you're trying to win a state championship. The last time we won one, same thing happened. We played early Wednesday, and a tired Scott County team played us in the finals. They were going out to get their lunch. We were already in our rooms, had already eaten and all that, and had a good 3-4 more hours than they did. So it makes a tremendous difference. It's a great advantage.
Taylor County possession left to right. You'd like to see them have some positives, at least in their season on here. Again, yet to score in the second half as Kennedy Diener will angle around, and up top it's thrown to Jaylee Vernon. Handoff back to Diener. And Diener getting to her spot underneath. There's a layup.
Yeah, nice job coming off the high screen and holding her dribbles. And earlier they were pulling the dribbles so much they couldn't really do a whole lot with it. They were definitely not a threat.
And Saray Palmer will handle it for Assumption as Palmer so quick off the bounce. Left that shot well long off the backboard, and Taylor County with a rebound. Right wing, it's Diener that will flag it down. Back to the trailer, Bradstreet.
Yeah, the Rockets like that flat screen for Palmer up top. Works pretty well.
And Taylor County operating in the half court. Here comes Bradstreet to meet the pass on that Rupp Arena imprint in the blue bold there just inside a half court. Diener, backdoor cut. Nice catch on the run. Brought down by Vernon, but overshot it underneath. And Assumption with a rebound. Here comes Ashlyn James. James, right wing, three-pointer. Allen off. Layla Powell squirts it back out, and there's a three well short from Palmer, and it's going to deflect out of bounds to Taylor County with 6:36 to go. And Kennedy Diener being badgered by Saray Palmer. Her defense is unbelievably strong. There's a three from Diener. It's short. Bradstreet crashes the glass, but suffocated and stolen away by Ashlyn James. And out of bounds, Assumption.
Coach Sweeney's having a rough one today. Not a lot's going his way, but to be quite honest, the physical and the most aggressive team is taking this game.
6:20 left. Haley Ward, the official, walking up, just not hearing a word Coach Sweeney's saying to her. Or if she is, she's pretending she's not. Here comes Ashley.
I'm sure she hears.
It's deflected out. It will stay Assumption. Basket inbound underneath their own bucket. Ashlyn James to target in play. She'll find Ava Moore in the near corner for Assumption High School. Moore lofting it in the lane, short. And a foul, or is it? No, it's going to be Taylor County possession and I think an Assumption foul. Yes, a reach in on the Rockets, Ashlyn James. Here comes Kennedy Diener pacing into forecourt. This Palmer's movement, just moving laterally, driving against Diener. Now out Benningfield at the foul line. Now Diener, there's the blow by, missed that underneath, and a blocking foul under Assumption's basket, or rather under Taylor County's basket on Assumption. The Ashlyn James that slid over a little late.
That was a nice call, and give Diener credit that time. She got her shoulders turned. She had a much, much better angle to the basket. So she created that foul.
And the free throw is in. We're going to adjust our score. 37-20 is the accurate score. So Diener again. That one bounces out. She's had to work hard for everything she's garnered today. Here comes Ashlyn James. James in the lane. Now funnels it to Palmer. There's Jada Allen high left for the Rockets.
Yeah, you got to like the unselfishness of James. Great passer. She drives, breaks the defense down, and kicks for outside shots or whatever they want.
Ashlyn James into half court. Blowing by Bradstreet. And it's stolen away. Good effort by Taylor County to come out with it.
Beautiful job by James of creating a wide open shot, but I don't believe.
Strong drive by Kennedy. Yeah. Diener will have a reach-in foul on Assumption's Ava Moore.
I was going to say, I don't believe Layla Powell was ready for that pass. Beautiful pass, though.
And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. And the Cardinals pause play for 30. We'll keep things here with just over 5 minutes remaining. And Assumption leading 37-20. Rockets have never trailed in this game. And go back to those early threes for the Rockets in this game by Jada Allen in the first quarter really got the Rockets moving forward.
Got him comfortable. You know, I still think that Taylor County did a pretty good job. They're very methodical in their offense, so they automatically slowed this Rocket team down. But once the Rockets opened the court up, started pressing a little bit, picked their defense up a little bit, it was pretty much over with.
The Taylor County just been unable to muster significant offense. Again, a team that averages 63 points per game, and they're a third of the way there with only 5 minutes remaining. Greta Bradstreet will inbound underneath the Cardinals basket. There's Kennedy Diener weaving in the corner as Bradstreet tries a three. That one off the mark. Ava Moore scoops up the rebound at the free throw line, and here comes Assumption. Ashlyn James inside the lane, off the window, no good. Follow up and in, pinballed in by Kylie Moore.
Kelly Moore does a nice job with offensive rebounding. She's got a real nose for the basketball. She's always around the rim, and she's got a soft touch.
Kennedy Diener will exchange hands and find her companion, Jaylee Vernon, far corner. Pass underneath, nice grab under heavy pressure. Avery Rakes with the catch and completion.
Yeah, nice draw through the defense and dumped it right over the top. Perfect pass and perfect finish.
Assumption in control over 4 minutes, fourth quarter. Here comes Ashlyn James. And James just weaving around. Finds Powell. Moore with the catch, the high-low pass, and Avery Moore knocks it in.
Yeah, there's no weak side rotation on the defense by the Cardinals, none whatsoever, so that block's wide open.
So Ava Moore with the basket. There's Kennedy Diener, finds Greta Bradstreet. 3:44 remaining. There's the handoff and the exchange as Diener trying to evade Palmer. Nice catch on the back door. Basket caught, and it's in for Jaylee Vernon.
Those are the pressure releases we were talking about earlier. Just hasn't been enough of them in this game for the Cardinals.
3:20 now, a little bit less than that on the run. James, foul line, in.
Pretty runner.
43-24, Assumption. As Bradstreet on the handle, just north of 3 minutes. And Assumption will play for a state championship at 7:30 Eastern. Cardinals weaving it around. Benningfield, a three up top, well off the mark, off the baseline, and Assumption will have possession. 2:55 remaining. Assumption in control on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Thanks as always to our great executive producer Steve Bird for his support of our broadcast, and thanks to you for listening. Please subscribe to our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform as Glycod strives to provide the most positive representation for high school sports, and a lot of positives today, Mark, for Assumption.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought they played real solid the first half and really picked up the defense at the beginning of the second half, and the defense does what it usually does for Assumption. It led them to a victory.
So the Rockets in 2:55 can officially turn the page, and they will await either George Rogers Clark or Simon Kenton for tonight's state championship. And coming into this tournament on Wednesday, you got the sense that, you know, you had Assumption, you had George Rogers Clark, Simon Kenton. They'd be the three, with Douglas perhaps a factor as well.
Yeah, I thought Douglas had a shot just because they're such good athletes, and Coach Moberly does a very nice job with them. But, you know, truthfully, walking in the door, I expected it to be the Rockets by what I'd seen from them, and I expected it to be GRC, but that remains to be seen. I never would count out coaching the Simon Kenton kids. He's a dangerous coach to play against.
Yeah, Jeff Stowers, the head coach, in his second tour of duty for the Simon Kenton Pioneers. Brinley Purnell, an outstanding player for them. And, of course, for GRC, you've got Kennedy Stamper. Should be an outstanding matchup in the second semi. And Assumption inbounding, and Kylie Moore from the paint area missed. And here comes Taylor County. Far sideline. Traipsing across the line is Kaylee Benningfield. Here's Greta Bradstreet at the elbow. Now up top it's Kennedy Diener. And now they're going to put Veronica Hocker on her. Corner three off the mark. Kaylee Benningfield, and another Assumption rebound.
Yeah, I think the legs are gone, and I think they've been gone for most of this game for the Taylor County Cardinals. They just, everything's short. All their shots are short.
Veronica Hocker in the corner. Up to Ashlyn James. As the Rockets on their way. They've never played for a state championship, but they will tonight. Outlet pass caught Kennedy Diener on the steal, and Diener gets the layup to go. And an Assumption opportunity as Taylor County will call timeout. So the Cardinals pause play for 30. And for their program, you look down at that roster, only one senior. That bodes well for Taylor County moving forward.
Without a doubt. You know, strength is going to be a big factor for them. Right now, you know, in this game, the physicality of Assumption just really took away the young players of Taylor County. So give them a couple more years, let them mature a little bit, and I think they're going to have an awful good team.
We've seen so many good young players in this tournament, and even in the regionals funneling into this, so many great, even eighth graders statewide just making their presence felt on the larger stages.
Well, we saw a great young one yesterday, a block shot away from maybe winning the ball game, and us watching a different team than what we're watching today with the Rockets.
There's Tamia Wade for Frederick Douglass. You got Kennedy Diener, also a ninth grader today for Taylor County. Simon Kenton has an outstanding eighth grader. And it's been a pleasure to watch these young ladies blossoming at the Sweet 16, and Assumption is on their way. Hocker, a corner three. That one is off, and Taylor County's Kaylee Benningfield scoops out the rebound. There's Kennedy Diener from behind. His foul, she'll cough it up, and now a Taylor County foul as the ball is occupied by Assumption's Kylie Moore.
Yeah, I would think Coach Kovac would be maybe getting a player out or two. She's already gotten 2 or 3 out, but might want to get number 13 out of the ball game.
That's Ashlyn James traipsing it across. As Assumption has never trailed in this game. There's Jada Allen driving in the lane. James from the corner swishes a three. 46-26 is Ashlyn James, her 13th point today. Greta Bradstreet drive, sealed off baseline, and James intercepts it at half court, and Ashlyn James with 5 straight points as she'll lay it in. Assumption putting it on Taylor County as massive subs coming to the scores table. Taylor County's going to replace all 5, and Assumption going to send a lot of white shirts to the scores table as well. Greta Bradstreet a three, there you go. And we're going to have an officials timeout to enable a mass amount of new players to come in. And for Assumption, the starters around Ashlyn James embracing her head coach. Now Coach C has a hug for Jada Allen. And they can sense the enormity of the moment as the Rockets going to play for a state championship. Veronica Hawker weaves into front court. There's Kylie Moore. Baseline is off. Rockets had the rebound, and that shot is off the mark as well. And Taylor County scoops it out with 18 seconds remaining. Jaylee Vernon, the freshman, will handle it for the Cardinals. And the clock now under 5. And that's going to wrap things up. Assumption defeating Taylor County today, 48-29. Rockets 27-5. More importantly, they're going to play for a state championship this evening. We'll be back to Rupp Arena in just a moment on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
Assumption earning win number 27 this morning as they defeat Taylor County, as you see, 48-29. And the Rockets, Mark, did it from the very beginning today.
Yeah, they were very, very on cue, very focused, came in, hit a couple early shots, started feeling very relaxed. Once again, though, it took until the second half for them to really get their transition going. And once they turned the Taylor County team over multiple times, they pretty much just ran away with it.
Waiting on some of the final individual numbers. And it was well balanced today, but Saray Palmer just does so many things well for this team.
Yeah, and I think it's the second day in a row that Ashland James started out maybe a little slow, but we have to be careful with that, because the thing about Ashland, even though she made a couple mistakes, she does so many other things. A lot of times she's not worried about scoring. She's worried about helping her teammates score. You see that over and over and over and over again. Without an Ashland James, there wouldn't be an Assumption sitting in this spot right now.
Your final numbers presented by German American Bank. They've served communities since 1910. Assumption 41% from the floor in Taylor County. They rely so much on threes, Mark. Today they're 3 of 17, and they had 7 more turnovers.
Well, they had such a difficult time of even getting an open look for a three. And when they did, they rushed it. And when they finally did at the end, I think they were tired. Their legs were dead. Everything was short. And their offense was pretty much stagnant, with the exception of a couple back doors. And I think that's the credit, though. I don't think it's about their offense. Coach does a great job with them. I've known Donnie for a long time. I just think it was about Assumption's strength, their physicality, and the way they play defense.
Assumption plus 14 on the backboard, and they move on to play for a state championship. Coming up, most outstanding players in this game. Then we'll talk a bit about tonight's game. Assumption defeating Taylor County 48-29 on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Time now for this morning's Most Outstanding Player presented by State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And for Taylor County, Mark, the numbers don't really show it, but Kennedy Diener withstood a lot today.
Well, absolutely. Came in the game right off the bat and drove hard for a layup and ended up face planting basically, and a lot of blood. And the young lady went right in the locker room, came right out, and was right back on the floor within probably less than 5 minutes. And she battled the entire day. It's just, the physicality of Assumption and the way that they matched up against her made it very, very difficult for her to have any kind of a scoring day at all. But I think overall she was a top player for Taylor County this afternoon.
And for Assumption, Ashlyn James, a little bit of a slow start, but a tremendous finish.
Yeah, a couple uncharacteristically, she couple of lazy passes got her off right off the bat, and Coach took her out for a second and didn't say a word to her and put her right back in, and then she clicked. I think right off the bat she got a steal to layup, and then you saw the typical Ashlyn James all day long. And what you have to understand about Ashlyn is she had 15 points, but she could have had 30. She could get to the paint anytime she wants, but she's really, really into driving, kicking for the three, driving, dumping for the inside play.
Ashlyn James, 15 points, 7 rebounds. Jada Allen had 10 points today for the Rockets. Ava Moore contributes 8 points, 7 rebounds. Saray Palmer, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 5 steals, no turnovers. It's been their recipe, the balance. They can beat you in so many different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Rockets, unlike yesterday where they got beat on the boards today, they just dominated the boards. Once again, I think it's the youth of Taylor County and the strength of and quickness and athleticism of the Rockets. They had 33 rebounds to 20. Other things that stand out is Assumption scored 23 points off of turnovers where Taylor only got 10. Other things is 32 points for the Rockets, whereas 12 for the
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Thank you, Chris. And 16 fast break points. We talked about it early. They weren't getting the fast breaks, and that was the Rockets. But second half, they got the fast break points. They really pushed the pace. They picked up some full court, and they made it happen. So all credit to the Rockets, and great season by the Cardinals.
Sure was. Taylor County season will conclude 29-7. So now the waiting game. It's what do we have here? About 12:45, and you got 6.5 hours. So what's the plan now for Assumption to get off their feet and get ready for the title game?
Well, their coach is a pro. I mean, she was a great college player. She's a great high school player, and she takes care of herself. So my guess is that they're going to dine in, and what I mean by that, I'm sure they're going to have all the right types of food back in the hotel rooms, and it's going to be brought into them. It will be a smart meal. They'll get them off their feet. They'll let them just take a break, rest a while, just be kids for a while. Enjoy the moment, enjoy the victory, and then they'll get them back together, and they'll have more or less a talk-through, walk-through, and then they'll be back out here. I don't look for them to stay and watch this ball game. I would not. If I were the coach, I'd send my kids back. As a coach, I might stay and watch a half of it, but they need to get back and take advantage because they have a great advantage to win this thing just by the draw that they had.
Simon Kenton, George Rogers Clark. That game is going to tip off at 1:30 Eastern. We will see you tonight. Coverage starts at 7 as Assumption plays for their first ever state championship, and they'll take on either George Rogers Clark or Simon Kenton. That'll do it for us for a temporary goodbye. For producer Steve Bird, analyst Mark Evans, I'm Chris LeBar. A temporary so long from Lexington. You've been watching the Sweet 16 on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Go ahead, pour it on. as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod. From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley.
Visit glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.